Hi, everybody. Soul Spark here, hoping something sparks your soul. I'm here with Kat Zimmerman. We are here to talk about TRE. What is TRE? TRE is tension trauma release exercise. It is a way of getting your body to tremor on its own to release tension and trauma in the body somatically. It has major, major benefits. It was studied by Dr. Berselli, and he was a field traumatologist in war-torn countries. He realized that when there was bombing, everybody crouched their head and held their head down, and it was innate response. It wasn't learned. He also noticed that the children would shake. The parents didn't. And he asked the parents why they wouldn't shake. And they said, we don't want to scare the kids. So he reverse engineered a way to get your body to tremor. And it involves 7 exercises. And it usually starts in the groin and with little tiny flutters. And then the tremors get invited to different areas of your body. And it's great for PTSD, depression, anxiety, insomnia, ADD, you name it. It's good for anything, athletic recovery, injuries. The list goes on and on. It's your body's natural psychic chiropractor, and it knows where to go and release, and the fascia's released, and your dreams are better and more vivid. You feel more present in the moment. And we're going to hear Kat's story about how TRE has impacted her life. Hi, Kat.
Hi, Jamie.
So tell us about your TRE experience. What was your feeling of TRE in the beginning, and what were you like before TRE, and what changed after?
These are all great questions. Okay, so I've been doing TRE for almost 3 months with you. And I would say before TRE that I had an incredibly busy mind, always going, always thinking, always planning, worrying about what was next, what had just come before. And it felt really exhausting. And I will say, as sort of an explainer around that, I'm a mom of twins who recently turned 13. So, twin boy and girl. So, busy mom, busy working mom, and have also had a mindfulness practice my whole adult life, as well as yoga, etc., and done therapy, done all the things. So I thought that my mind was my busy mind that could never calm down. And that was how it was, kind of like a wild horse. But I didn't feel calm or at ease. And I have been through a lot of trauma and some more recent trauma where my son was housebound with a medical complication from a surgery. And that really heightened everything. And when we went through that together, I realized that maybe the way that my mind was and the anxiety that I felt, I just wondered if there was a different way. I'd been on medication for anxiety for a really long time since I was postpartum with my twins. And I just wondered if there was the potential for more ease and just to feel better. And I spoke with a yoga teacher who mentioned TRE, mentioned tremoring. She didn't say the letters TRE, but she said tremoring. And I'm like, what's that? And told me a little bit about it. And what it made me realize is that it was like a dog shaking themselves out after being in a bath that they didn't like, or an altercation with another dog, that shaking, the letting it all out, which then made me remember the book that I had read, the Body Keeps the Score. And I knew about some of the practices, but TRE wasn't one specifically that was mentioned. And when I heard about it, I'm like, this sounds like the thing that could like shake the trauma and the stress out of your body. Let's go. So, anyways, found you, and you are incredible. And Soul Spark Tribe is amazing. And by doing this just for almost 3 months, my life has turned around, and I'm now a calm, grounded person, which I didn't think was possible.
That is so exciting. So, what surprised you the most about your TRE experience? Is it the medication drop off? Like, what's your wow moment with TRE?
I'm going to say 2 wow moments. The first wow moment was that after the first session and the first couple of sessions, that I felt like I had dropped into this place of calm and peace and happiness that I had felt fleetingly after really good meditation or a really long swim, or swimming in the ocean all day, something where I would feel this sort of glow and euphoria, but it would wear off very quickly, and I would be back in my rat race and in my mind and busy mom, all the things. That feeling that I had from the first TRE session and then the second and subsequent ones, that I just stayed there. And what I didn't realize, Jamie, is that first of all, it was my nervous system calming down, becoming regulated, but that it was also just truly being present and peaceful and just enjoying my day. and that my mind wasn't actively scanning in this anxious mode for what's next. Is there danger? Is there a tiger? But the tiger just might be grocery shopping, right? But like everything felt overwhelming and stressful to me just in a day to day. I just would feel stressed out and like life is too much, and had medicated with anti-anxiety medication, SSRIs, all the things. And I'm pro all of that if it's needed. But this just calmed my mind and body down in a way that shocked me. So my first one is that, wow, I could be calm and stay in this calm, grounded, more peaceful, happy space on a regular basis, moment to moment and day to day. That's my number one wow. And my number two sort of add-on wow is that after 2 weeks I was gonna say on TRE, 2 weeks of doing TRE, I realized I could start to taper down medications. And anxiety medication that I had been trying to taper off and had been off intermittently over the last 13 years, but more on than off. And when I was off it, I felt like I was white knuckling it and like could barely make it through, panic attacks, all those things. I was able to just taper off it. And I am beyond shocked that that's possible. I thought that I was going to be an anxious person for life, and that meditation, yoga, swimming, all those things would help me feel better for a little while, and then it would just wear off. The TRE, the tremoring, it literally has changed my mind. It's changed my body. I feel calm in my body.
That is so exciting. It's so awesome. It's so cool that we can have a natural medicine inside our bodies that helps us reduce anxiety, depression, CPTSD, PTSD, and just downgrades our nervous system from like this heightened state and just can bring it down. So we do feel safe and calm in our bodies. And so what TRE does is you allow your body a safe space. You then have trust for your body and trust that your body's doing what it needs to do, and you give your body the freedom to do what it needs to do. And that's how kind of the three pinnacles of TRE work is you give it the trust, the safety, and the freedom, and then that's what allows the healing. And it's a bottom up healing, not a top down. So what that means is it's somatics in the body, so it's going everywhere in the body, going up to your brain, where therapy is a top-down approach, where it's brain approach, then supposed to go down into the body. So if you do the somatic bottom up, you're getting all that brain stuff that you would get in therapy or meditation or whatever. It's just coming from the bottom up and integrating into the brain and the nervous system and regulating it there. So any approach, all approaches, multi-level approaches are good. Anything, you just listen to your body and what it needs, what it wants, and give it what it wants. Give it that freedom. So how did TRE change the connection to your body?
That's a really great question. And I just loved how you just explained everything TRE, and that it is bottom up, sort of body up, as opposed to mind down, because I think both methods are valid and they all can work together, because insight and understanding can come from talk therapy. But just the quick thing I want to add is that when I started reading about TRE after starting with you, in learning that the body can hold trauma, can hold stress and tension, we all know this, right? Who hasn't had tight shoulders, right? Or a tight lower back or a stiff neck after a stressful day. We've all had that in some way. But I didn't understand that by doing TRE, and I will say to anybody who's watching this, if you just watch some random video of somebody doing TRE on YouTube, you're not really getting the sense of what it's doing for you. That you're just, like you said, you're getting your body into this safe space. You're doing a few exercises that kind of fatigue some muscles, and then you're just allowing it to happen. And when I do that, after doing 5, 10, 15 minutes of this tremoring, just this sort of natural sort of shaking, and it's kind of your body's moving out and it's like getting the wiggles out, it literally melts the tension away. And that wasn't the question you asked at all, but I just had to go there. Like my shoulders used to be tense every single day of my life, tense sitting here in my Zoom room where I am a lot during the day. My shoulders would just be perpetually tense. I'd be meditating, they'd be tense. And now they're just relaxed. And so to me, that shows that the body does keep the score. And as much as I can talk with friends or therapists or anybody else to like talk about the stressors of my day, it's so necessary to do this somatic, this body work that's body up or body based, to allow it to just that stress to unravel, and also more baked in traumas to unravel. Okay, but I totally got off from your question. So will you ask me again?
Yeah. How has TRE changed your connection to your body?
Okay, so now I can answer that question. So now if I notice that there's tension in my body, I recently had a work deadline, a wonderful work commitment that made me have to stay up late a number of nights for the last couple of weeks and just put in some extra hours, I could feel my body getting more tense. Or I would finish a long day of work and parenting and go to bed and my body would feel tense. And so I would either in my bed or hop down to the floor and just do a few minutes of TRE. And after that, it just felt like I'd had a little melatonin or, taken like a hot bath and just relaxed. My body just would feel like it was ready to sort of melt into the ground. And I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't saying, okay, body, let's unwind. You're stressed out. It wasn't like a body scan, which is a wonderful thing where I'm like, okay, shoulders relax. It was literally just kind of shaking myself out. Like I said, after how a dog like will shake off after they've had an encounter with another dog or done something like a bath that they didn't want. You see them shake every part of their body. You let your body shake like that for a little bit. And after that, I'm relaxed. So that would be my, like, sort of my day to day is, oh, I notice, oh, I'm more tense. Oh, and it could be like something, let's say I got in a fight with my husband or something stressful. It could be tension, sort of emotional tension or physical tension from something, an event that occurred, like a conversation, or it could be something, just the stress of the day of like, oh, I have all these deadlines, I'm writing all this stuff, I'm sitting at the computer, my body's getting tense. So it could be tension that's coming from just, again, from like something psychological or something where it's more physical and I'm just working and I'm focused and my body's kind of locking up. It doesn't matter whether it comes from mind or it's just sort of body up. The TRE just unlocks it and unravels it. So maybe that sounds complicated, but it's not. If I notice tension in my body, whatever the cause, from something in the mind, like, oh, I'm stressed out, I have this deadline, or, oh, I had this rough conversation with someone and I'm thinking about it and it's making me tense. It doesn't matter the origin. Just doing that practice of TRE helps to unravel it and I feel better. So I guess I'm saying that I notice the tension, whatever the root cause is. I do a little bit of TRE and then it melts everything away. And that's my new practice now.
That is amazing. So exciting. And if you had to describe your experience with TRE in one sentence, what would you say?
TRE has allowed me, body, mind, and soul, to have a reset, like a hard reset, so that I feel like I am now operating from a place of freedom, ease, and living how I was meant to live.
Beautiful. And who do you think needs TRE the most and why?
I mean, I think everybody needs TRE. I think it's a practice that if people saw TRE as something like yoga, right? Or a lot of people meditate, a lot of people do yoga, a lot of people go to the gym, right? Like things that we do for stress relief, that it is that important. That anybody that just has daily stress in their life, whether it's kids, work, challenging relationships, it will benefit anybody. But what I will say is that if you have past trauma, complex trauma, which I have, PTSD, anything like that, it will help. Anxiety, anything where there is just a struggle to just stay calm in the body and in the mind, whether it's again from stuff in the past or just present day, it's beneficial.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kat, for sharing your experience. You can find me at soulsparktribe.com. My information is there to contact me for TRE. Also, if you want to support buymeacoffee.com/Soul Spark Tribe, I am there as well. Your donation always helps. And yeah, excited to see you at a TRE session. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Kat.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.